those of you that don't get notifications from my channel, please unsubscribe and then subscribe again. Number two, who the hell gave Meghan McCain the title of political analyst? That's another thing she says all the time. Let's get to the video. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. All 10,000 new viewers that'll be watching this channel, please click subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Whether you like me, you hate me, you want to bash me, you're a conservative, you're a liberal, you're a progressive, you're a libertarian, whatever, you're non-political, you're independent, apolitical, whatever, please subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Patreon.com/JOAJOA. Your $5 minimum donation monthly will be greatly appreciated by me. Icebreaker question for this video. Who in the effing hell gave Meghan McCain the title of political analyst? Where the hell is the art history degree? How does that transfer to political analyst? Watch this clip. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. Don't forget. And I'll come back with some more.
Sound like something that would convince you to convince people to get the shot?
No. I mean, honestly, when we were first talking about vaccine hesitancy on this show months and months ago, a lot of it centered around minority populations who were hesitant because of valid things like the Tuskegee experiment. And the narrative and the feeling coming out was compassion and trying to convince people in a way of empathy that, you know, we all need to be in this together. We're all in this together. We should all get vaccinated together. And I think it was effective. And the messaging towards evangelicals and Republicans is, you dumb hillbillies, stay the hell away from me. And I don't think there's any way that's going to convince anyone of anything if that's the messaging coming out of the White House. I have tried in all ways. I actually had an idea for an ad campaign that was specifically targeted towards Republicans and evangelicals that I have proposed that has gone on completely deaf ears to everyone. The messaging on this is absolute garbage towards conservatives and Republicans, and it's getting worse. It's a public health crisis. I agree. We should all be vaccinated. I myself am vaccinated. I have no problem with vaccines, but the messaging is psychotic. And I just want to say, in Brookline, Massachusetts, they just rejected in the city the guidance to wear masks outdoors. So if you live in Brookline, Massachusetts, you have to wear a mask outdoors. If you live in Florida, the Surgeon General says you don't have to wear a mask anywhere. And a lot of this feels like it's more about control than science. If the vaccine is 94% effective, which we are told by science and the CDC and all smart people that come on the show it is. If the vaccine works, why do we still have to wear masks outdoors? Why do we have to wear masks inside? And that's also part of the messaging problem, because if you get a vaccine and nothing in your life changes, and I still have to wear a mask everywhere and people still have to wear masks everywhere, then there's not, I'm sorry, but like the way human nature works and human beings work is there has to be an impetus and a reason to get vaccinated to get what you want. And I'm horrified by the way people are talking to Republicans right now in this way. I think we should try and lead people along instead of saying they're dumb morons in the middle of the country that are going to kill everybody. It's just not effective.
Well, I don't know that everybody's saying that, but I do think that part of the problem is that if we don't all do it, if we don't all wear the mask, it means it's spotty. It's like Wi-Fi, you know, it's just not smooth. And the truth of the matter is, yeah, there's a lot of reasons to be concerned or about your personal space. But at some point, it becomes about what is good for the country. And we're seeing that what's happening in India, we've lived through that already. We know, and we're seeing sort of the responses our country is having to our ability to get vaccinated. People desperate to get vaccinated in different places around the world would crawl here to get this vaccine. Now, it's not It's not rocket science, you know. This is what we have. We remember when measles wasn't an issue and then it became an issue because people stopped vaccinating their kids, and then we had nothing but measles outbreaks. There is something to be said for paying attention to that. We need to do this, and it's not going to allow us to be without masks until we all do it. Because quite frankly, I'm not going outside until I know everybody outside has had the shot. So I'm going to be wearing my mask probably, into my 90s. That's just me, though.
So I am tired of Meghan McCain talking about black relations. I'm tired of Meghan McCain saying that Republicans will figure out for themselves. I am tired of Meghan McCain's black hairstyles. I am tired of Meghan McCain, and I don't know why Sonny or Whoopi did not stop her for saying this, because they just had Secretary Fudge last week debunk the whole notion of black people being experimented on during the Tuskegee era. Tuskegee era, nobody corrected her. Nobody corrected her at all. And so she's saying that's a legit thing when that's been debunked factually, and it's been debunked as well by someone who is a secretary in government for Joe Biden, and also has a law degree, and also knows her facts when it comes to black relations. 40 years of human experimentation in America, the Tuskegee study. The goal was to observe the natural history of untreated syphilis in black populations, but the subjects were completely unaware and were instead told they were receiving treatment for bad blood when in fact they received no treatment at all. So the vaccinations that Meghan McCain said people are very hesitant about is because black people were thinking about the Tuskegee Airmen situation. So basically, she's trying to say that black people are stupid because that's been debunked. What I just read to you guys, they received no treatment at all. And so where's the outrage? Why is this white racist Karen chick on The View talking about infactual black people stuff? And why the hell did Sonny Halston and Whoopi Goldberg not get on her ass for saying that shit, that lying shit, okay? To simply summarize this video, I just want people to know that I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm just anti the last 4 years of what we had for the Trump administration. I am very hesitant towards taking it. I personally had the swine flu in middle school when I was in the 8th grade, and I took a shot, and then of course it went away. That was the worst sickness I ever had in my life. So I guess you can call it a vaccination. I am not anti-vaccine. I'm just anti this vaccine due to having a president in the past that had no experience leading the country, leading the free world, when he can barely pay his taxes, and he lied. And so this vaccination has been political, and I'm tired of even The View. I'm tired of everybody just politicizing this. I just don't understand why we can't just all work together, all come together and get people healthy, rather than saying it's a Republican problem or it's a Democratic problem. But the whole problem started from the last 4 years. The whole problem started from Trump saying that the vaccine was coming out before 2021. And then the CDC director during that time saying the vaccine was going to come out in late 2021. And so that gave me extremely high hesitancy towards this vaccine. And, the whole situation with Johnson & Johnson being imperfect, being pulled off the market, it just gave me a high sense of hesitancy. And why am I going to take a vaccine that is not even 100% chance of me not being asymptomatic or about me not contracting COVID? So with me taking a vaccine now, it's basically going to put me in a position that I'm already in now without a vaccine. The swine flu was more attached to younger people, like gave younger people the sickness. This COVID situation is more highly perpetuated to older people. And yes, I could be asymptomatic, and I believe I am actually, but if I'm going to take the vaccine and I'm going to be in the same situation without the vaccine, then there's no reason for me to take it. Number one. Number two, I live alone. I work alone. I have no friends. I have no family. So I'm speaking only for myself. I'm not speaking for you. I'm not saying I'm anti-vaccine. I'm saying do you and do what you feel what is right for you and your family. If you are around older people in your house and the vaccination is something that you need to do to take care of your older mother, your grandma, whatever your situation is, because I understand a lot of my demographics is older women on this channel. And so I highly suggest people who are around these older women to take the vaccine. I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm just anti this vaccine because of the leadership we had for the past 4 years in the White House. Anyways, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments below. For the 10,000 people that watch this video, please do subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I want to reach 50,000 subscribers. That's been my dream since 2018, and I know I can get there. All right, patreon.com/JOA. Y'all follow me on Twitter. You know, I'm getting blocked by these celebrities, and because I'm just stating facts and being real and so on and so forth. If you want to follow me, you got Twitter, Jordan Show. Hit me up on Twitter. Deuces. Yeah.